Oh man, I'm big for some reason. What's going on here? Why am I so white too? What's happened here? I know. God, I mean, I look like a ghost. Yeah, y'all. It's been one of those days. Hey, Squid, how you doing? Bruce, the Moose, how you doing, brother? Bruce, I guess you saw it. Guys, I literally was sitting here and I was saying to myself, I am so freaking bored. And haven't heard anything from MG Law, who usually has something going on Saturday night. And so anyway, I was like, well, I'm just sitting here, blah, blah, blah. I got on X and um anyway, um it gets a notification thing pops up, and it is Justice for Clayton crowd. They excuse me, they have a very active X group. Sounds so weird, right? Saying X, they're like I'm on X. They have an active X group. Let's put the X in sex. I mean, it's crazy over there. Anyway, so I was like, let's do this. Nobody else is awake, and I'm bored. So let's try to figure out what's going on here. Hello, everybody's in the chat. It's good to see y'all. I'll be to the point and as much as I can be, right? You guys know me. I'm a I'm a weirdo, but that's cool. That's cool anyway. I hope you guys are doing well. Um Last night was Friday Night Live. That was fun. Did I say hi to Squid? Sounds like a drug. It does sound like a drug. Hey, Janice MB, how are you doing, babe? Looking good. Wait. Ask David. I gotta tell you for a second there. I thought it said Ask Diva, and your avatar was Master Chief. It was very confusing for me. Hey, grandkids taxi, how you doing? Um, Wait, hold on. You're not the only one. What's happening? Anyway, hey, Sylvie Rodley, how you doing? Grandkids taxi. Of course, Shane the train. I don't know why I was gonna say Austin. I don't know what his last name is, but it's an idea, I guess, because it says so on his name. But that's weird. I'm just gonna stop talking. That's what I'm gonna do. Linda Taz, how are you doing, Taz? What is happening, babe? And of course, T42, how are you? So sorry I woke you up. It's that night. Debbie Blair's here. Roy Lonsinger, boy, you guys are awesome. I can't believe you guys are all here. And of course, our great friend Bruce the Miss. Bruce, I still don't think I know how to get a hold of you, brother. Um, Hell, man, if you're up right now, I'd say come on if you want to. I'm not doing anything but just reading a stupid legal thing. And I've read thousands. Oh my gosh, that just made me sick. I'm in the thousands. Hey, let's change that topic. If you guys saw Friday Night Live, you know that Mo in the Deep End had these nerds, juicy. Now I have them. And you know what? I'm not a big fan. I just like the regular ones. I actually prefer still nerds on a rope. Hey, Boot Scott, how you doing? What's up? You like to text Bruce? Well, we already know too much about each other. I got Instagram you. Are you being serious? Are you being serious? Oh, good. I'm gonna be like, man, it was like models and stuff are over there on Instagram. Who knew Bruce was a model? That's pretty cool, man. Congratulations and all that. Hey, Judge Maddie, what's up, brother? Butter? Did I just call you Butter? Let's get to this, y'all. Let's cut through the insanity that is whatever happens up here and go for it. What button do I push? Share screen. Share screen's what you do. All right, here we go. All right, so you guys got all that? Now I'm gonna go over here to my little favorite. There we go. We got a little bit bigger. We're gonna take the live banner off. Get out of here, live banner. You're not Velcro Cat. You're not Ceiling Cat. No, Ceiling Cat's much cooler. He's right there, but we don't want him there either. Anyway, T42 with 5 memberships. Thank you, T. T, are you trying to explain to everybody what happens over here? What you do with a membership? What you do is you sit back, you rub your eyes, you look closely at the screen, and you wiggle, 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 yeah. 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 Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You dance.
She did this over a 10-piece chicken wing.
10-piece. Man, look how, I mean, I'm so white you can see through me. Holy cow. There's a lot of brightness happening here. Even that, where is that coming from? Oh my gosh, y'all. All right. Filters. Will they ever be right? Hey, Living Life, how you doing? Yes, the regular gummy clusters rock. These juicy ones, though, they're kind of weird. They're all strawberry, which I'm not a big fan of. And they do they taste kind of weird. Taz been a member for 17 months. Thank you so much, Taz. And Taz, next month, remember, you come here next month. Speaking of Laura Owens, it's twins. At 18 months, you have twins. So you come here next month and we'll sing happy birthday to you. All right? The man, the myth, I don't know what else to say about him. Good things, though. They're good. They're all good. How you doing, Yamaha? Just gives you more reasons to question your life decisions. Well, Yamaha, you know, we used to hang out. You hit the big time. Got all fancy on us. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you the first page of the updated indictment. So this is what we've been waiting on. Somebody said, why did it take, they didn't file this today. No, this was filed the other day when there was a news article saying that there's like 7 new indictments or whatever. I don't know how many there are. But anyway, this is what we've been waiting on. Excuse me. You know what? Every time I drink some Diet Coke and I eat a nerd, I have to belch. I apologize. Hey, Wendy Bird, how are you doing? That's right. Taz, thank you right there. That's it. We got to show love, y'all. There's way too much hate in the world. Always remember that. And even when I know I'm not the best people, right? I know I've got lots of shortcomings, but I genuinely try not to hate anybody. I mean that. I am dumb and I will say stupid things but I have no intent to be mean to anybody. I don't want to be that person. I've been that way. I mean, what qualifies me as an expert? What qualifies me to read this thing? My background was in politics and then in law. I went to law school, graduated. One of the only people you ever meet that graduated from law school and never bought a book. I was able to just have those things. And I was very much in your face and very much I was very stereotypical. And I don't know what happened, but when I have to look at myself on a screen, it's like talking to a mirror. I just keep thinking about, I want to be somebody that my mom would be proud to say what I do. So, not a stripper anymore. Anyway, Taz, are we going to meet 2 new victims? This is getting wild. Oh, well, I was going to say something, but it's wildly inappropriate. Have you ever thought about getting like a little fabric thing and frame it and put over your vent in the bathroom? All right, so this is indictment All right, let's go through this. Edward Leiter, the deputy county attorney in Maricopa County, Arizona. Versus so it's the state of Arizona versus Laura Michelle Owens, the indictment. Now you have to forgive me, okay? So I am from Tennessee, and in the uh east of the Mississippi River, law is a little bit different than it is on the west of the Mississippi River. It's little nuanced things everywhere, and very much so. Like it's very different in a Commonwealth, and it's very different also in Louisiana, where they have Napoleonic law. But we all are under the same basic principles that of free will given to us by our creator and the right of liberty. And so you have that experience, you can learn and understand what other places are like. But if I mess up something, I'm not familiar with Arizona. Now, all right. Count one. You guys ready for this? We got 6 counts on this page. Count one: fraudulent schemes and artifices, a class 2 felony. I won't lie to you, I read orifices the first time I saw that. Count 2: forgery, a class 4 felony. And I don't know how classes of felonies are in Arizona. Believe most of the time it's like a class 1 is right. Oh wait, hold on, I just lost my brain. Sorry. The higher the number of the felony, the lesser it is of an offense. We'll figure that out. Count 2: forgery, a class 4 felony. Um, Count 3: perjury, a class 4 felony. Count 4: perjury, a class 4 felony. So we got perjury, perjury. Count 5 is perjury. Count 6 is perjury. So perjury is usually not as bad as forgery. So that means you have a class 2. That's the higher of the tiers here. Daz! $2 for Shane. Well, I don't know what Shane did, but Shane, if I see you, I'll figure out what you get after $1.40. All right. Yeah, after Google takes out their 30% and the government takes out their other part. And I'll give it to you in quarters. Thank you, Taz. Love you. Hey, you know what? Here's what you did. This is what Shane wants.
Nice.
There you go. Wake up, everybody. Have a good time. Have your pants off. Did it fall out? It probably did fall out. Bella. All right, let's see here. So let's go to the next page. There's only a few pages. Count 7: tampering with physical evidence, a class 6 felony. Oops, went too far. Hang on. Sorry. That was a misfire, misclick. Count 8: perjury. Again, count 9's a fraudulent schemes and artifices, a class 2 felony. We have 2 of those now. Count 10: taking the identity of another, a class 4 felony. Count 11: forgery, class 4 felony. Count 12: theft by extortion, accused of a crime, a class 4 felony. Count 13: forgery, another class 4, and count 14: taking the identity of another. All these are class 4 felonies. There's 14 of them. Wow. The grand jurors of Maricopa County, Arizona. So this is a true bill out of the grand jury. This means that they see that there's enough evidence to be able to take her to trial over this. At least that's how it works in Tennessee. Um, True bills, what it's called when they send it out with a like a vote of confidence to take it to trial. Laura Michelle Owens on November 4th, 2025, charging that in Maricopa County, Arizona. Count 1: Laura Owens on or between May 17th of 2023 and June 10, 2024, pursuant to a scheme or artifice to defraud, knowingly did obtain benefit from Clayton Echard, by means of fraudulent pretenses, representation, promises, or material omissions in violation of Arizona. I guess maybe is Arizona Republic statute subsections 132310, 13701, 13702, and 13801. Linda Taz, gifted membership. Thank you, Taz. Count two. Can we just call her Laura? Laura, on or before June 27th and July 11th of 23, with intent to defraud. Hang on a second, I didn't turn my thing off, which I should have. Wait, hold on. What just happened? Oh, whoa. Oh, oh, wait a second. This might be you. Hang on. We have breaking stuff here is happening. Maybe I'm breaking things. We're trying to get you guys a better representation of this stuff. Oh, okay. Okay. Never mind. I still know. This is why I got to mute these things because I look when people message me and I need to not do that. I break train of thought. All right. I'll mess with the flow. I apologize, yo. All right. Wait, I lost it up here. Okay. Laura, on about the 25th of 2023, in regard to a material issue and believing to be false, did make a false sworn statement, to wit, testifying in front of Judge John Duty. I can't say Duty without laughing, sorry. That she had not been intimate with anyone else since March of 2022. Laura Owens, on or about March 1st of 24, in regard to material issue and believing to be false, did make a false sworn statement, to wit, claiming that sonogram image was hers during sworn depositions in violation of Arizona Republic statutes, blah, blah, blah. Wait a second. So I'm looking at this before going forward because I like to try to think like, what am I going to be looking for forward here, right? You did. You scallywag. You broke the flow. I don't know what that means, but Coyote Bait. How you doing, babe? How's it going? All right. So, hey, don't ducks always win in the rain? Coyote Bait's back with another 6 months. So here on count three, she did make a false sworn statement, testifying in front of Judge Duty that she had not been intimate with anyone else since March of 2022. Why is that going to be important? All right. In regard to material issue believed to be false, she claimed the sonogram image was hers during sworn depositions. Count five, on or about March 1st, 2024, in regard to a material issue and believing it to be false, did make a false sworn statement, to wit, video clip of father touching pregnant baby in violation of Arizona Republic statute subsection 132701, 2, 6, all those. That's set. Okay, wait a second. So this is bad. Listen to the writing of this. Okay. In March of 24, in regard to a material issue, that's a key issue, and believing it to be false, meaning she knew it was false. She did make a false sworn statement. So it's not like she relied on the information to be true. She knew it was false. She knew the evidence being presented was false and then proceeded to lie about it. using it as evidence. That is when trying to get getting a conviction in a criminal case. I'm sure you guys have heard. You have the actus reus and the mens rea. The actus reus is that it's the act of the deed. That means that you actually went out there and you did it. You physically did something. The mens rea is that you had the mental culpability to do what your actions were. This is saying they are establishing a case right here for prima facie mens rea. If they can establish this, lights out, man. Lights out. Um, mm. All right. Touching the pregnant belly. That's what that was. All right. Now, next one. Count 6. On or about June 10th, in regard to material issues and believing it to be false, did make a false sworn statement, claiming that's me showing my pregnant stomach. And that's in violation of all the same Arizona statutes. Count 7, Laura, on or about June 10th, with the intent that it be used, introduced, rejected, or made unavailable in an official proceeding, which was then pending, or which Laura Michelle Owens knew was about to be instituted, did destroy, mutilate, alter, conceal, or remove physical evidence, to wit, exhibits A through 6, or A6 and A7, used during June 10th, 2024 hearing with the intent to impair its verity or availability in violation of Arizona statutes, blah, 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 blah. So, whoa, wait a second. What did she destroy on June 10th? Do you guys know that? Coyote Bed. I just said hi. I said hi. And then I messed up. And I said hi again.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I don't know what's going on. I'm so confused, Coyote. You know what? It's 11:30 our time. My time. And there's a dog outside once in. Oh, by the way, I found my puppy cam, y'all. I've got a puppy cam. I just don't have it ready to it's set up. I can do it through the apps and all that stuff. I just don't have it ready to pull up on here. But I'll get over that. All right. So what did she destroy on the 10th? And the 10th is when she was in court. Oh, that's crazy. Laura Owens. Hey, thank you, Taz. Laura Owens, on or about March 1st, so we're going backwards, in regard to material issue and believing it to be false, did make a false sworn statement, to wit, claim that Laura Owens did not send ultrasound to Gregory Gillespie in violation of the Arizona statutes. Here we go. Now we're getting to Greg Gillespie. Count 9, Laura Michelle Owens, on or between July 1st of 2021 and August 17th, 2022, pursuant to scheme. You guys are still seeing this, right? Okay, good. Pursuant to scheme or artifice. Sorry, I'm losing my artifice. Excuse me. Artifice to defraud, knowingly did obtain a benefit from Gregory Gillespie by means of fraudulent pretenses, representation, promises, or material omissions and violations of all the statutes. Count 10. Laura, on or about August 6, 2021, knowingly did take, purchase, manufacture, record, possess, or use any personal identifying information or entity identifying information of Stormy Lynn Mitchell without consent, with the intent to obtain or use the identity for any unlawful purpose or to cause loss to a person or with the intent to obtain or continue employment in violations of all the statutes from all the others. Arizona Republic Statute subsection 13 dash. Oh no, these are new to the 2008 13-701, 13-702, and 13-801. I guess only 08 is. Excuse me. Count 11. Laura Michelle Owens, on or about August 6, 2021, with intent to defraud, did offer or present to Gregory Gillespie, to wit, ultrasound image belonging to Stormy Mitchell, a forged instrument, or one which contained false information in violation of Arizona Republic statutes. Count 12. And now hold on, who is Stormy Mitchell? Do y'all know who that is? I don't. I don't. It's just Hey, hi Dan Lane. How you doing, babe? Shelly, how are you? Linda Lazier, what's going on? Oh, revised. Duh, that makes sense. I couldn't get the word out to begin with, so why would I have it right? Thank you. Thank you for correcting me. I told you I was. Hey, it's midnight, man. Almost. Be glad. So Stormy Mitchell, it was her ultrasound. Is there a relationship between her and Laura, or is it just something she found? Is that the one you found something online? That is very true. You're starting to see there's a very clear pattern. And when you understand scammers, you understand the Laura Owens thing. Like there is no, they're always a victim and they're always manipulating and going forward. And once the scam's over, they never talk about it again. It's the dingest thing. It's really scary to see that mind work, to be able to figure it out. Oh, she stole it from her. A random victim. Holy cow. How would you like to be that person? Like, what? You stole my ultrasound? You sick twit. I know. But some of you girls, you like to, if that were you, okay, I got a feeling some of you would like to run into old Miss Owens in a back alley somewhere and just be like, hey, let me show you something. I'm gonna beat your ass. Okay, so on August 15, 2021, the intent to defraud did offer to present to Gillespie a note from Lisa Daniels, a forged instrument for or one which contained false information. Count 14. Laura Owens, on or about August 15th, knowingly did take, purchase, manufacture, record, possess, or use any personal identifying information or entity identifying information of Lisa Daniels without consent, with the intent to obtain or use the identity for any unlawful purpose or to cause loss to a person, or with the intent to obtain or continue employment. Okay, here's there's a learning part here. Right now, this is the way I see it. We're going to talk about the language here. The language that's used, okay, is it quotes statutes. What it sounds like. All right. Now, why is that important? You'll say. Well, when you read the statute, okay, you're gonna read. You cannot take like you can. Let's say instead of like this, the personal identifying information, I believe, was an ultrasound. Well, let's just say it's a driver's license. And then you're going to look at this statute and you're going to see it as, it's against the law to take, purchase, manufacture, record, possess, or use any driver's license information without consent. So that's like, you get a like Benadryl, you have to give your birth date to it. You consent to giving that information. But then, with the intent to obtain or use the identity for any unlawful purpose or to cause loss to a person or with intent to obtain or continue employment. So there's a lot of things there. You look at the unlawful purpose for any unlawful purpose. That's a very broad standard, but it's to cause loss to a person. Usually you think of that as being the victim that lost their driver's license, as I'm saying in this example, or with the intent to obtain or continue employment. This is Arizona. Again, it goes back to driver's license. People, they get fake IDs and then they get jobs. And then let's see here. Or to cause loss to a person or the intent to obtain or continue employment and is in violation of the statute. Okay. So when you see that, when you first see that the statute, you're not thinking about it being implied the way it is here. You don't think about it as somebody stole your ultrasound. So that this is the part where lawyers come in and they breathe life to the documents. So even though a statute has to be of the plain meaning of the words written, that's why you have debate in the legislature. So you get a clean copy that anybody can understand when they read it. When you read it, though, you're not thinking about how the different ways it can be implied, or excuse me, not implied, applied. And so this, to me, and this is just, I'm just speaking hypothetically, but this is the mind of a lawyer. This is how you think differently once you get into this stuff. And me, I'm a peon. I mean, there's people that are geniuses, man. They make this stuff sound like a romance novel when they read it. Go follow Steve Gosney if you want to know something good. Laura submitted a Lisa Daniels letter to court for the Greg Gillespie litigation. How did she get a letter from her? Anyway, one person caused personal injury. And is that it? Is that 14? Yeah, and that's it. That's all there is of these files. That's who this is. Wait, do we go down? 6. Yes, that is it. That is all 6. Now it doesn't have the last page. So what this looks like is this was I mean, obviously somebody took a picture of the individual pages. And so that you don't have like the last page, or maybe they did a photocopy, right? They don't want to pay the extra dollar for the last page, but that's it. So there's 14 new indictments on Laura Owens. They are all based on fraud. She committed fraud. Apparently, she faked the letter, according to these charges. Okay, thank you, Bruce. See, there's so many little nuances I'm not up to speed with. So they're going to charge her then for all the stuff that all the well, let's just go back. Bruce, would you agree that it's all the stuff that like you and Lauren and everybody else have been covering so greatly, so greatly? I sound like Trump, so bigly. Um, all the stuff, all the for lack of a better term, lies are now being charged. Is that what we're seeing here? 14 total, not all perjury, ignoring perjury. There's still a ton of crime here. Yeah, there is. We go back. So you've got, let's see, let's go back over here and pull this back up. So what you got is you have fraudulent schemes, you have forgery, and the next 6 there, perjury. And then you've got tampering of physical evidence, Fraudulent schemes again, taking the identity of another. So I've already lost count. What are we on? Is that 4 or is that 5? Forgery, theft by extortion, forgery, taking the identity of another. So out of the 14, you have 1, and then you got 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6. There's 8 non-perjury. And mind you, I mean, perjury is a big, big thing. That's a big no-no. Big no-no. She shouldn't be doing it. Lying sucks, especially when you get caught. She's thinking on her own lip. Yeah, that's the thing, y'all. You don't ever have to lie. That's what's so crazy about this whole thing. Um, these charges cover Clayton and Greg. No criminal charges related to other victims, though. Like Mike or a landscape contractor. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what's the deal with that? So I was on there with MG when he talking about this, and I didn't know anything about a landscape contractor. Yeah, that's a new one. Is that what everybody's thinking? There's gonna be federal charges? Why would there be federal charges? I'm just wondering. I mean, just even the feds, they prefer the states to cover it. I know the political side of a federal prosecution is that they don't like to get involved. They are so swamped, the feds are, that the only cases they take, you're guilty. I mean, it is a open and closed, you're guilty case. Um, and that was told to me by a federal prosecutor. Just don't lie. Too hard to remember what you lied about. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, that's me, Squid. I don't lie. I mean, people think I'm lying all the time because I'm such an idiot. I'm like, no, no, you don't understand. I just don't. There's no way in the world I could keep this stuff serious. I knew a guy one time though. He had a notebook of lies that he told his girlfriend, and that was kind of weird. It was a legal pad he kept next to his phone, and it was a weird, weird relationship they had. But it did find out that that's why she hated me, because he would tell her that he was out doing stuff. And it was with me. Why me? I mean, what am I don't know. And anyway, thank goodness they're not together. She was a nice girl. All right. Bruce says she sent motions to LA court from post office in Seattle while in Arizona, allegedly. I mean, what are they going to get her for? Mail fraud, you know? Here's the thing: if you want, if you the best thing, the absolute best thing for everybody out of this whole deal is that things like Inside Edition continue to do stories. That's what's important. So that way you start having, because it is very unfair. Now, listen, my channel's 86% female audience. I am very, very blessed. And I think you all know I love and respect women um, more than uh, probably any other creator you're gonna run across. I do think though that the law is written because of politics, written unfairly, that to give an advantage to women like Laura. And if that's a hard subject to breach into, because there are women that are victims and Laura makes them look bad. And that's the thing. She cheapens a real victim. That's probably the worst thing there is. You know what? It's worse than what she's doing to guys. She's cheapening an entire section of women that really are, that the law was made. The intent of the law is to protect them. And that's just heinous what she's doing. and to do it over and over again, be a repeat offender. She has no remorse. And I think if she goes to jail tomorrow, she could get out of jail in 20 years and she'd be the first one to say, I did nothing wrong. And mail fraud? Yeah. Hey, listen, right now, man, the post office, they're not cashing my check for my P.O. box. So I am okay with them taking their sweet little time on everything else. It's $100. I'm just like, man, that's a lot of money. Oh, whoops, I almost spilled this on me. There's no cap. Cap. I thought you said Will the Blonde. Ms. and her casita. Oh, well, is there a lost cat? What's the lost cat? Missy the cat? No reward? Hey, driving fools, how you doing, buddy? Well, how's it going, man? How's it going? Um, I don't know. I was gonna say when we gonna get together, but I always say that we never do. Why don't we get together? Why is that? Do you hate me? Do we secretly do we have a feud that I don't know about? Y'all, I love this guy. Driving fools is awesome. He is awesome. Are you doing trivia tonight, fools? He does trivia a lot late at night on his channel, and it's hard, man. I thought I was eclectic enough to be able to follow some trivia stuff. Man, it's bad. All right, Bella says, I think it was written that way because our system tends to be patriarchal. Men, as a general rule, tend to want to protect women. A woman being evil is not factored into the system. Bella, there is a this is a thing learned about. Thankfully, never had to handle anything like this, but uh, rape shield laws, okay, where a person who's been raped doesn't have to face their accuser. There is a, whenever I see old attorneys or old judges talking, I just shut up and pull up a seat because they know so much stuff, so much stuff. It's unbelievable. And I was listening, I cannot remember who it was now. It's I mean, he's a renowned attorney, like a Harvard or Yale or something like that. He's given not political, but an analysis of the law, and I think maybe like criminal law or something. So he brought up rape shield laws and said that they're unconstitutional because you have a right to face your victim. No, you have a right to face the accused. That's right. Right? The accuser. Whatever I'm saying it wrong. If you're accused of something, you have a right to face the person who's accusing you. Hence why I think red light cameras are unconstitutional also. But anyway, he said that it's unconstitutional. And he said if you ask anybody in Congress that's a attorney, and you ask most judges, they'll all say, "Oh yeah, it's totally unconstitutional." And every judge is praying that nobody ever brings up that fact. And every member of Congress won't do a thing about an unconstitutional law because that they voted in there because it's a touchy issue. It's a who wants to be the person who introduces a bill saying that women that are raped, and of course, though, we also realize that men get raped, but still have to sit there in court looking at um, the monster that put them through that hell. So, Bruce the Moose. Look at you, bud. Um, what did I miss? Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Ask Cliff Clavin; he'll tell you that. She's not well. Oh, I was making sure you were talking about Laura Owens. Yeah, she's not very well. There are problems there. Um, no, it's I don't know. She's got. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. There are guys out there right now. I say, hey, I'll fix her, and they'll get involved with that, and it's like the guy. I've seen guys. I've done a lot of police ride-alongs and stuff like that, and I've seen where, a guy gets in trouble, and he's like, some domestic stuff, right? And he's like, I've been nothing good to her. He's like, she got pregnant. That's not even my kid. But yet I married her and I'm gonna raise the kid with my own. And I'm sitting there going, oh man, this guy needs to shut up. He needs to this is not good, anything. And then he's like, and then she goes out and she's out with somebody else tonight. And that's just not right. So yeah, man, I might lit her a car on fire. It's one of those things, right? I don't understand uh, why we have such a hard time with relationships in this world, or maybe it's America. That's why they wanted Laura in San Francisco court so Mike's attorney could cross-examine in person. Yeah, how does cross-examining really work? A telephone, all right? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Zoom court. I don't think that should happen. I think that our country, it's like, oh, but we don't want to get sick. Well, we can't get sick. Whatever we do, we can't get sick. That's in the Constitution with no sickness. In the meantime, there's over 1 million men and women, I guess children too. A lot of children signed up for war. Um, anyway, they laid their lives down the line. Over 1 million have died uh, from the Revolutionary War to whenever the last anything has happened, whether it's a plane crash or anything else. Over 1 million service members have died for that Constitution. I think you go to court. You risk being sick. Um, Janice says, I mean, in my heart, I want to feel bad for her, Laura Owens, but what she's done to several men is criminal, and there are consequences. She's got away with destroying these men's lives for too long. And that's just it, Janice. There hasn't been consequences. So what does that? What creates that person? What creates Laura Owens? Because, yeah, okay, we can sit here and say she's crazy, but what is it that we have as a society created a pathway to this specific level of crazy? What is that? Come on, I mean, if we're gonna say she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, then she found Clayton. She watched him on TV, found out, what type, something nobody's ever brought up? Was there stalking involved? Who knows? I mean, but maybe, probably. It's crazy. I'll have to go to sleep. Have a good night, everyone. Squid. Good night. Oh, I guess yeah, I'm not gonna joke. I'm not gonna joke around. I love you, Squid. You're a good kid. Um, it's a very lazy way to conduct court proceedings. The court has also not shown the proper respect. I hate Zoom court. Absolutely. And that's saying it's not proper respect. If you go into the right courtroom, it's like going into the right cathedral. I don't care what you believe. You're humbled. You're humbled. And man, that place is quiet. Golly, it's so quiet. Um, I was about to get out of school, and went with a friend to a in-bank hearing, the Sixth Circuit Court in Cincinnati, and I was supposed to be sitting next. So this is gonna be what was it, first chair, second chair, or whatever. It's like give me introduce the law clerk. I saw the judges come in. And I was like, oh, I don't want to sit up there. You're on your own, dude. And it's terrifying. It's terrifying. And then it got worse. It was the last day of the summers. So you had there were like 26 judges and there's 26 clerks. And these guys, man, they all were like top tier law, Ivy League law school students. We're sitting there going, oh man, this sucks. They're gonna be watching this. I was like, you're on your own, bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But court, it does that. It's very humbling, and you should be humbled. We all should be humbled a little bit, but should be, hey Betsy, how you doing? Going to sleep? Um, let's see. Wait, Squid just say 29. I appreciate getting carded. What's happening? I got carded for water because I went through the beer line because they had cold water. But I was like, I want water. I don't want to be carded. So I had my carry permit. And they said, we can't accept this. I said, yes, you can. It's a state issued ID. Then I got told I could leave the establishment. I said, I'm not allowed to do that. My wife's sitting in her seats. Oh, jeez. All right. Ooh, now see, that's a lot of stuff I don't know anything about there. It sounds fascinating. I do not know about that one. L reactor. Oh, sorry. But, hey, Kate, how you doing? What's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're well. How is Australia? I'm assuming you're in a part that's inhabited. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Man, it's late, y'all. It's late. Um, you can carry anything but water. Camels carry water in their hump. I prefer two hump camels. Here's the thing. You're not gonna if you get drunk on a camel, you want two humps. If you're on one hump, there's a good chance you're gonna slide down. But you got two hump, you can like hug that first hump, and then a lot of times, it's good to do this. You know, you know what I'm talking about? Gotta be a two hump. You gotta be a two hump. Anyway, yeah, it's spring and you're loving it. We actually had a nice day. It was like 65, 70 today. It was good. Wiggles to wake me up. Oh my gosh. What's happening? Are you tired? How could you be tired? How could you ever be
Wiggle,
tired?
wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Expert is my dude. He always has been. He's a winner with big brains, the biggest brain.
Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 yeah.
Hey, he said it. He said it, not me. Sit in the camel cleavage. Oh, Bruce. That sounds like a tattoo. That's what Lauren ought to get for a tattoo. Sit in the camel cleavage. You tell her you came up with that, and I concur. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, Phoenix only has one hump camel. Well, that's thank you. Thank you. All right. That is Cindy camel cleavage. Oh my gosh. I want to add the word come before that. COME. Come sit in the camel cleavage. Like it's an offer. Get over here. Hey, Debbie, how you doing? I'm old. I don't think I can handle 2 humps. The key is you have to be well hydrated. A low sugar diet. And yoga. Maybe do hot yoga. That's supposed to be really, really awesome. Anyway. I love the wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oh, it's so great. It's so great. It's funny. I like when it slows down a little bit. I dig the tune. Just go.
Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Yeah. Wiggle, 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 yeah. There's actually a song that has they say that wiggle, wiggle, yeah. Is that Snoop Dogg? I don't know. Snoop and I have had a falling out. He's not one of my homies anymore. So comes in the camel cleavage. All right, guys. So any more questions about Laura? I'm sure that Bruce will be covering it with Lauren, not to be confused with Lauren. So please go check that out. Just amazing people, both Bruce and Lauren. Love them to death. And this is we're starting to see, you're going to see a big change. I think there's a lot more people interested in it this time. I think what you're going to see is just going to be it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. You're going to have a lot of people. You're going to see a lot of law tubers are going to be coming out of the woodworks, trying to, get their 2 cents in there and try to act all smart and intelligent, like they know everything's going on. Yeah, don't fall for it. If they're not licensed attorney in the state of Arizona, they're just another commenter like me. So, what? What's happening? On that note, listen, y'all, I love you. Thank you so much. Go to bed tomorrow night. If you're a member, remember tomorrow night is members only night. So we'll do a stream. I don't know what the heck we'll talk about now. We'll have something fun going on though. And yeah, all that good stuff. I appreciate y'all coming out and hanging out with me at night. Y'all have good dreams. Be good to one another. And I guess that's it. Dream about me.
Another win for the toe.